Howdy folks, and welcome back to Adventure Time. Today we're going to be watching episodes 5 and 6 of the Islands miniseries, which are titled Hide and Seek and Min and Marty. And I am wondering, I don't know, I haven't read the blurbs, all I see are like the two little thumbnails here over here. I see what looks like a young Susan Strong in one of them, but just the name Min and Marty, I'm wondering if Marty is Martin, and we're going to get something of a flashback of the humans when Finn was an infant, just, you know, basically what led Finn Mertens, the infant that was recognized by the ship in the first Islands episode, to leave the islands and to end up in Ooo proper. I guess if the whole world is called Ooo, what we call the continent, to eventually, you know, go boom boom on a leaf, fall into his own boom boom, and then get found by Margaret and, oh my god, I am blanking on Jake's dad's name. Sorry about that. Oh, that's gonna bother me. But regardless, I'm wondering if we're gonna get some backstory like that. It looks like we're gonna get some Susan backstory in this one. I don't know how these are gonna be kind of sorted, kind of like there's 2 islands to go. So I'm wondering if we're gonna, if I was writing this and I was writing a straightforward story, we got 2 islands last time back to back. I'm wondering if we're gonna get the 3rd island here with like a group of humans in it, and we kind of hang out with them, and then they're like, oh, you don't want to go to that 4th island, there's something big there. We spend like 2 episodes on this 3rd island and then 2 episodes on the 4th island where we have the big climax. So I'll be curious to see which ones we visit here in these episodes, if any, if, you know, this one doesn't end up just being like all just flashback for Susan on this first one, Hide and Seek. But the other individual she's with, I think it's when the poison jellyfish latched onto her head on the boat in episode 2 of Islands. She caught a glimpse of somebody, some kid, who faded away as soon as the jellyfish got pulled off of her. So it's looking like we're going to get some Susan backstory here at the very least. Even if we don't get Finn, some Susan. But at the very least, somebody left a comment on one of the recent Adventure Times, even before I started posting the Islands stuff on the main feed, saying, enjoy Islands. The second half of it is peak Adventure Time. So, hey, this is now the second half of Islands, so I'm very, very excited. So let us scooch over into position. Apologies if my voice sounds a little different. I don't know if it was in an Adventure Time video that I complained about being kind of under the weather, kind of sick. It happened again. 2 times in 3 weeks, I'm under the weather, so I'm recovering from that. I have a throat tea here, a throat coat kind of thing, to, you know, hopefully soothe this as I'm trying to entertain and watch some Adventure Time here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of these episodes. Can you tell I've done this spiel a whole bunch of times, like a good YouTuber should. I have full uncut reactions over on Patreon that should be ahead. By the time you're seeing this, I should be well into Elements. So if that piques your interest, go head over there, support the channel a little extra, and get some early uncut reactions in as thanks. Other than that, I don't think I have too much else to say. So let us queue up Islands Part 5, Hide and Seek, which is episode 24 of Season 8 of Adventure Time. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. So I was really trying again to see if there was anything I was going to see that we haven't seen yet. And I'm unsure. A lot of the stuff that jumped out at us, we've already kind of witnessed here. But Hide and Seek, which looks like Susan Strong in triplicate there. Kind of like the album cover to Trilogy from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This is where she ended up. Not a shower to be found. Oh, straight into it.
Kara.
Yes, Dr. Gross?
Oh, and Dr. Gross.
Like all of the islands, we helped it grow.
Unity.
And do you seekers know why?
Beauty. It's beauty without a
had
B.
to leave our place because
Another Dr. Gross song already.
Was dying, and everyone that wasn't dead
Oh.
spent all of their time crying.
And then they also died.
Hiders fear these new ideas.
Okay.
But do your best to help them come out of your hiding place.
So I wonder if the S on the shirt stands for Seeker. Oh, okay. It's the founders that are revered as deities here.
Let's get to today's lesson.
Okay, so just from that little bit of song, I'm going to pause here real quick. I'm starting to tell the hiders help them out of their hiding places, the ones that fear the change. Kind of like we saw in that second island, right? The ones that kind of like, stay all day in their pods and are in the virtual world. But then again, that's kind of a new radical idea as well. But it makes sense now, the hide and seek title. Those who fear the change, we're going to assimilate them into this new kind of culture, whether or not they want to. And that's a little creepy, a little the conformity of it all is a little rough, but got a lot to go in this episode. But I feel like we just unpacked so much as far as like the human lore of everything. So thank you, Dr. Gross. Also good to see you again.
Please load lesson 38B.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yes, power up.
Oh, did they all just get a little bit
All right,
bigger and
Seekers,
stronger from
remember your
that?
homework. 50 deadlifts by tomorrow.
50. I don't even know what a deadlift is.
It's all intro stuff for kids. Look at this janky thing. I'm a dumb toy for babies. Experimenter stuff's just boring.
Okay. Seekers and experimenters, which makes sense. I'm just now remembering her designation was Seeker XJ77 or something like that. So now we understand what it means to be a seeker, right? And I guess, now I'm wondering if the hiders are still in the old world and they were seeking them out to find them and bring them back. Not necessarily just hiding in and around the islands, but just hiding throughout all of Ooo. It's all starting to click. Like piece by piece, it's all starting to like fall in there. Like Tetris of lore in my brain.
Being a seeker's great. I love my beefy bod.
I'm not. I don't have much in the way of Susan's strength here. Okay, so it's not all backstory. Oh, Jake.
Oh, this was more fun in my dreams.
Finn does the Jake suit better than BMO. Susan! Oh, she's just here. Taking a beach walk.
Susan!
Yo, why did I think...
Her, man.
Sorry to pause again, but this is very important for me to say. I thought Jake was about to, like, as Susan was walking by, lower his butt cheeks, like, onto her head and just, like, Susan was about to be a little bit stinkier in that moment.
Find them, catch them, find them, catch them.
Oh, are we going to jump
Find
right?
them.
Yeah.
Catch them. Bring back those hiders, y'all.
Nope, bring them back. I'll help you by bringing you back, right?
Hey there. Wink.
Is that Martin? That's him, isn't it?
That was cute.
Always a rambunctious one, but it's the mustache, right?
Ah!
Find them, catch them.
So I completely forgot. It's been so long since I've watched the first Susan Strong episode. If they just gave her the name Susan.
New patient for Dr. Minerva on deck 3.
Dr. Nerva?
What do you got for me, Kara?
A sad old hider with 2 busted legs. When will he be
Is
at
that
full
Finn's
health?
mom?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, I'll have a transport here in the morning to shuttle him to Re-Ed.
Re-education. Yup. Some kind of fashy stuff going on here. Oh man, this is interesting. Also, was that Finn's mom? A little doctor-patient relationship that created
What's she doing?
a new human.
She's getting ready to sleepwalk.
She's got a bear like hat on, just like Finn does, right? I forgot what this kid's name was already.
There are people on the other side of the world that are never gonna see these stars.
That's bunk, Frida. We're the only people
Frida,
left.
okay. It should be easy to remember, given Hilda.
About other places and people. I'd like to see those places one day. Can't all be monsters.
You
Yeah,
can't
no.
say that, Frida.
Oh, relax. I'm just globbing.
Don't take Glob's name in vain.
Come on, flex. See?
Wow, am I really that buff? I look great.
I'm a buff Kara
Don't you
that
just
can...
love this place?
Yeah.
Oh, no, they don't.
Yeah.
Okay, class, before we start today's lesson, I need to
So
announce
Frida
we're
ended up
missing a number of contracted
hiding,
letters
right?
And using these items for personal
And
projects.
then Kara,
you need
aka
to first
Susan,
equip
had to
them in
go
your
seek
character
them, and
file,
that's...
okay?
Oh, does that
Since
mean
today is
Frida's...
Founders
Ooh.
Friday, we're going to sing our Founders song.
Oh.
I have
Oh.
to go pee.
Kara!
Yo, on 10 with that.
Are you trying to leave us? Leave me?
Ooh.
I was gonna write a note. We can talk in that cave.
This totally
No, you don't have to carry me.
inconspicuous cave. Ooh.
What is that?
Oh,
It's a foolproof way out of here.
that was the getaway
Why?
vehicle.
We're safe.
We have no freedom, Kara. I want to see what's out there.
It's all just
Yeah.
bad stuff out there. You're only gonna get
Oh, that's
hurt.
interesting.
Maybe.
I feel like I have a lot to
Getting
say
hurt
about this
isn't the worst
episode
thing there
already.
is. I'm only missing the engine now, see? And you're so strong, you can carry it in one trip.
Yeah. Oh, she's
This
gonna
is-
do it, isn't she?
I have to go.
P.
Hey, Kara, you're not gonna tell on me, right?
Oh
It's
man.
gonna be okay.
Oh man, I don't know how this is gonna go because part of me thinks, well, of course.
Dr. Gross?
Kara, my teacher's pet.
Oh, my teacher's pet. But what I was just gonna say is I have no idea how this is gonna go because on one hand I can see, Frida leaves, Kara is sent to go find her, who's hiding and seeking, right? But then the other part of me is like, Susan Kara could just tattle on her right now and just say, here's what's happening, and then it's like the rift that forms between them for forever, and Susan just ends up in Ooh on the continent some other way.
Sorry about running off earlier.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
No, I really had to
That's not
piss,
really what you want to
teacher.
talk about, right?
I had to poop too.
If someone found a way that's different from ours, but seems to work for them, couldn't that also be a good way?
You've heard some hider preaching, haven't you?
Ooh.
We're the last humans, so it's our responsibility to stay here. And it's your responsibility to
Oh, all
help these
right. I have
misguided
so
hiders.
much to say about this episode.
Right.
Whoever said the second half of Islands was peak Adventure Time. Look at that shot. Just Susan just completely eclipsing
You're
the
in
sun.
Come with me, Kara.
Frida, I'm.
Kara! Thanks for the tip, my loyal, faithful
No.
seeker. Go fetch.
Oh no, she
Kara?
activated her.
Target acquired.
Stop!
Oh no. Ooh.
Initiate.
Look at that
grabbing.
hair.
Eliminating transport.
No!
I'm trying to think if we've
Stop
seen
it.
anyone who looks like that. Oh no.
Why? Oh, Kara, why?
Literally doesn't have a choice. Ooh, this is good. This is good stuff.
I'm pretty sure she's awake. She's got that focused stank about her.
No, that's just normal Susan stank.
Are you okay?
Kara. My name is Kara.
Okay. Okay, so that's what we're going with. That is the hiding place, or the little rooftop that they were that they met at. Okay, I don't know why I scooched back over to the middle, but I feel like I have so much to say about this episode, folks. Yeah, so just even in the initial song that was being sang about the hiders who have their own ways and we have to go, help them out of their hiding places, right? That initially started setting off like red flag, like warning bells in my head that I was just like, this sounds a little fashy, right? Like a little fascist kind of stuff going on. I was, in the moment thinking of other words of historical comparisons, let's just say. And but the more it went on, the more uncomfortable it became, to the point where even at the very end, how do I want to talk? How do I want to choose my words, right? People who have these kind of ideologies in their life, who, let's just say, support certain political candidates for certain positions. I won't name any names, but I think you can kind of make a couple educated guesses. They're described as being in a cult, right? Just kind of their mindset. Like, how can you support this person when it's clear as day that they're like a fraud and a grifter and just like the worst piece of shit imaginable, right? But these people have such this fervent like love for these people, to the point where you say like, well, they're just completely brainwashed. Compare that to here, where Susan literally, or Kara, I guess she's probably going to want to start calling Kara now, which is going to be a very, very difficult change for me because she's been Susan to me for about 10 years. So I'm going to do my best, folks. We don't dead name here on this channel. So Kara literally had her agency taken away from her, right? She's got the chip, and just at the flick of a button, her best friend, who she was going to help escape, picks her up, smashes the boat, carries her back. And, you know, that's kind of like the final level of the indoctrination, right? To where like you're not even like yourself anymore. Here in a literal sense, but like the parallels are all too real, and it just got worse and worse, even to the point where what's her name? Frida was a researcher. I forget, something with an E. I don't think it was explorer. But let's, you know, we'll just say researcher, right? You know, who are supposed to be, you know, doing the work, figuring things out, like about the world and all that kind of stuff, yet is completely banned from thinking differently than the group, right? Than the founders, whatever this, you know, even holding the founders up as like religious figures. It's just in this 11 minutes, there's just so much crammed in there of like cult stuff, like religious, like indoctrination, free thinking, free will, all this kind of stuff, the silencing of science and fair research. And it's just the fact that they fit this in here, and it just fits right in the middle of this mini series, and it makes total complete sense while still managing to be a really good character study on a formerly minor character. I'd consider Kara to be, you know, one of the main gang now at this point, seeing as how this seems to be very, very important. Is just incredible stuff. Like this, I know I said Preboot and Reboot were like, those were phenomenal because they like itched like the most primal, like lizard brain aspects of my head that are just like, I want to see characters fight and I want it to be fun. This scratched a completely different itch to where I was like, ooh, this is insanely smart television. And I'm just like blown away by like everything we got in that one. And I still have one to go. I feel like this is a complete reaction video in and of itself. This is going to be a long one, folks. So before I talk more, I haven't even talked about the fact that definitely was Martin, right? And that doctor looked a lot like Finn. I don't know, but let us get started with, as I pull it up, if Hulu wants to work for me this time. Let us get started with Season 8, Episode 25, Islands Part 6, Min and Marty. I think we got a last name for the doctor, but not a first name. And Marty, obviously, Martin. So, we'll see. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. God, I'm just so excited for what we're about to see here. I think we're probably going to get like flashbacks and normal stuff kind of like interspersed, at least for this one, I hope, given that it seems to be focusing on those two other characters that we saw in the flashbacks. That, I can't tell. Maybe Martin wearing some kind of a diving suit? Or the Big Daddies
Susan?
from BioShock are real, actually?
Kara? Seems like you're leading us somewhere.
See, Finn's having trouble too.
Hub Island has been abandoned for over a decade.
Hub
Dang,
Island.
I missed big words.
I missed big words like the and.
I'm taking you back to your mom. Bimo, would you talk to this console? I can't access it without my implant.
That is her. That is his mom.
You knew my mom?
Her name is Minerva. She's a helper.
I need to hear her speak more. Oh, there he is.
It's not a crosswalk.
Yeah, just look at him. Oh, he's got headphones in. What's he jamming to? Probably listening to Creed or something like that. Oh, he was listening to like talk radio or a gumball. Two Bread Tom, yeah, the founder from the Stakes miniseries.
Want to do some exploring?
Incredible connective tissue.
I want gadgets. See this gum? There used to be a book on tape.
And now it's gum. But it tastes like headphones that I'm chewing up. Oh.
Hey, not bad. Get down to Basket Beach and I'll meet you at the boat in 30 minutes.
Suckers. He's going to rip them off, isn't he?
Hey there. You got a couple of hiders headed for Basket Beach?
Oh, yeah, he's turning them in. I can't tell if he's working in any official capacity or if it's tip for payments.
We understand that you like gadgets?
Who doesn't like gadgets, to be honest? Oh.
Hello.
Please stand still. The sniper bullet is coming right now.
I love it. Get yourself down to Basket Beach ASAP.
Got two more
We
hiders.
insist you join us now.
Oh.
Let's go to the beach.
Oh, that was that. I thought the dude in the suit looked familiar. Okay. Okay. Oh, I love when shows do this. Show us something and then show us later something completely just right before.
I have a transport here in the morning to shuttle him to re-ed. Re-education.
She did miss those big words, right? Also, I knew Kara.
Oh, you're awake. We set both your legs. They were broken. Other than that, you only have psychological problems.
Well, I could have told you that.
Who doesn't, baby?
I think that fella's still alive.
Oh. I love
If I don't see you
gadgets.
before tomorrow, enjoy the education.
Give some flowers or something.
I need to see who her voice actor is after this episode.
These are in the trash.
I think someone died.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, perfect. I love death.
You're trying to escape.
Number 1 at number 2. Oh, that's incredible. That's so good. Also, her voice sounds a little bit like, I'm sure it's not the same voice actor, and I'm sorry because recognizing non-American voices sometimes is a little bit rough for me, but she sounds a little bit like, I mentioned Frida, the Hilda reference. She sounds a little bit like Joanna, Hilda's mother. So I'm curious to see who voices her, to see if number 1, it's a voice actor I recognize. Number 2, that very, very small chance that I'm actually correct and it is Joanna's voice actor.
I have to,
Go number 2. Oh, now he needs more medical attention.
You want to sign my cast?
Which one?
You're all right, Doc. And then I'll glide out the front door a free man. Free to have dinner with you, if you wanted to. I mean, I want to.
We're not allowed to date.
A con artist or something?
Yeah, you make it sound so glamorous.
How about me? How would you con me?
I wouldn't con you. I want to have dinner with you.
And then I would con you.
Oh, I'd get you to feel sorry for me. I'd act real pitiful.
Kind of are.
You're all right, Doc.
That's like the second time he said that. It's like it's a rehearsal line. Oh. Spent the night there.
Sure thing. Just a...
Oh.
Give me a boost, Doc.
Oh, hello, Dr. Campbell.
Campbell.
Oh, you finally ran out of quarters, didn't you, Marty?
Yeah. Act real pitiful, right?
Poor little Marty.
I'm so sorry about this, but I was completing checkout forms for Mr. Mertens, and it turns out he's medically unfit for Riyadh. He's got a rare condition called garbage body.
No. I think I have that too.
So you gonna buy me dinner or what?
No, I was going to make you pay. Oh, look at them. Yep, of course she's paying. College PhD. That's Barber Bob's Blade Academy. Oh, pregnant. Yo, it'd be crazy if that wasn't Finn and like he actually had like another sibling. Oh, that's a buff baby that can dance like a man. So how do things go bad here?
Look what you got. That's one of my old gadgets. The breadstick wand.
How does it work? Oh,
End of the line, Mertens.
they found me. I don't know how, but they found me.
Hot breadsticks is what we bake. We don't bake pie and we don't bake cake.
Oh, it looks so
You
nasty.
pathetic man.
It looks so gross. Okay, so this is how.
Daddy's got a raft stashed around here somewhere.
Man, after all
Guys, I'm
this,
ready for that tally.
Martin?
he seemed happy. That didn't seem like a long con.
Let's give Mom a text. Yeah, I guess we'll just circle around the island and see.
Here's today, me and Finn are on a Oh,
So just wait
Back-
out the storm and then.
the Colossus.
Guardian! Don't worry, Daddy's always got a plan.
Oh, this sucks.
Finn, I'll be back for you.
Wow. Finn, I'll be back for you. Yet when we see him again. Oh, no. Gave him the worst case of pink eye. So that's how it happened, huh?
Hot breadsticks is what we bake.
Oh, no. He learned.
I can't
That's
believe
so
that of all
gross
the
looking,
hundreds
though.
that have tried, the gall bag that finally makes it past the Guardian is Martin Mertens.
Don't understand.
Hey.
So all of that backstory, and Finn knows none of it. That was for us to see.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Nothing. I just haven't said anything in a while.
Incredible. Incredible ending. Hold on. I'm trying to... Okay. Minerva. Sharon Horgan. Sharon Horgan. That does not sound like Joanna's voice actor, but let me real quick. Known for Catastrophe, Pulling This Way Up, Game Night, actress, Mr. and Mrs. Smith TV series. I've at least... Oh. Fiona and Cake. I got spoilers again. Man, it looks like a lot of these characters end up back in... Yeah, so not a lot of stuff that I'm familiar with. At least didn't see how many episodes. So I don't know if there's just a single episode where we see everybody or what. But yeah, just a lot of stuff. It's interesting. They get these actors who have been in just like so many things, yet no huge roles, right? Like the top billing for this actor is, at least on IMDb, that Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that newer series. And I'm looking at that only says 1 episode. But yeah, it's interesting. We got all that backstory. Finn, I'm assuming, didn't know any of it. You know, I really thought Jake was going to end the episode by saying, I really want some breadsticks. But at least that, you know, now we have the backstory of how Finn ended up. I think I said that at the very beginning. If we end up with the lore on how Finn ended up on the Boom Boom Leaf back in all the way back in like season 1, I think it was. When he had that little flashback to him being a baby. I really want to know what happened to Martin in the meantime. Because it's not like he ended up going to re-education, right? He presumably he said what, back to Nature Island, which I'm assuming is where Alva lived. But by the time we see him back in, what was it, season 6? We kind of got our first glimpse of him in the prison that the Lich tried to get to, right? The interdimensional prison. See, so somehow Martin ended up in interdimensional prison. I want that story actually now after seeing this, because he, you know, seemed like a pretty stand-up guy. Like I had on the bingo card Martin face turn, but like I wasn't expecting Martin heel turn to be something that we're gonna potentially end up getting. Seeing him, because he really seemed happy with Minerva, right? He seemed to really care for Finn. He was gonna get Finn out of there and, you know, be with him. And his last words that he said to him are, "I'm gonna come back for you," which, from what we know, he never did. It was Finn that had to go get him, and by that point he was just a huge piece of shit. Even to the point where when Finn first told him who he was, he was like, "Oh, okay," or whatever. And, "Hey, let's get your old man out of here, buddy. Let's do it. Let's get me out of here. I'm only thinking about myself now." So I kind of really want to know what changed, how things went on. I feel really bad for Minerva, this character that I've only known for really just 1 episode, aside from just a very, very tiny piece of the last episode. This whole episode is kind of focused on her. I feel so bad for her. She probably feels like it was a long con, even if it wasn't necessarily. Like, to the point where he, you know, really genuinely seemed, at least from what they presented to us, to be very happy, very fulfilled in his life until he got found out, basically, and the Hiders kind of came for him. Which is, it's just really unfortunate, because we just see her. I hope she's still alive. I hope she's still around and Finn actually gets to meet her, and it's not like a horrifyingly sad thing where he goes there. It's like, oh no, she hasn't been here. She's been gone for 10 years or something like that. Went crazy after her husband and kid left. Also, she missed the breadsticks. There was no more breadsticks anymore after Martin left. Yeah, man, these were 2 good episodes. After the last 2 were, you know, some fun stuff to think about. Well, one of the episodes was kind of on the slower side, and I was just kind of waiting for Islands to get going. Here was it. These were 2 phenomenal episodes of Adventure Time, and I'm, you know, to kind of peel back the curtain, I watched 2 Hildas in a row, because I'm coming up to the end of season 2 of that, and I knew I kind of wanted to, whenever I went to record, I was more in the mood to watch Hilda than I was Adventure Time. But now I'm like, all right, it's back-to-back time, baby. I gotta see how this thing ends. The very next thing I'm gonna record, even probably before I finish editing this one, is going to be the conclusion to Islands, because I'm sucked in now. It's good. And then if we go straight from this straight into Elements, oh man, we're finally, not finally there, because Adventure Time's always been good, but like, is this the true like pinnacle? Is this where like it gets to be like a 10 out of 10 series and just does not stop, right? Because, you know, like I said, it's got its ups and downs. The episode with Jake and his kids and all that kind of stuff doesn't really do much for me. Lemongrab, like my beloved, a character who I hate, absolutely cannot stand when he's on the screen. you know, and other stuff here and there. And like, there's some phenomenal episodes. There's some really weak ones where I'm just kind of sitting there going like, yeah, that was an episode. But like, this is like, here's where I can see it just consistently being banger after banger after banger, and why those who have finished the series say it's one of the best pieces of media I've ever watched. Whereas me seeing most of it, just like slightly more than half, being like, yeah, it's pretty good, but I kind of lost interest. If I just made it a little bit further, I could have been right up there with everybody else. But at the very least, at least I'm watching it now. So I think that's about all I have to say for this one, as we're coming up on 40 minutes on the raw recording. Hey, don't forget to leave me a comment on this one. What did you think of these episodes? Were you always hooked on the Islands miniseries, or was this where it like got real to you? Because this, like I said, these were 2 back-to-back phenomenal episodes of Adventure Time here, and it just completely blown away. And now I'm like, I'm in it. I'm super into Islands now. Before I was just kind of like, it's fine. I just wanted a little bit of the lore, but man, they were just all saving it for me all at once. But yeah, hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out, and I will catch you next time with the conclusion to Islands. Take it easy, everybody.